Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 6 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapters, we have seen the army of Sugriva under the command of Rama. They reach the shore and they are trying to find the way in which they can cross the ocean and reach Lanka in order to attack on the city. At the same time, Ravana on the other side of the shore in Lanka, he came to know the approaching army to fight against them and is trying to find a discussion with his subjects. In the face of the terrible and awe-inspiring fate executed in Lanka by Hanuman, who was the equal of Indra in prowess, the king of the Titans, discomfited with bowed head, addressed his subjects, saying, because by that time Hanuman had caused a havoc in Lanka before returning, and thus this meeting is basically to discuss the after effects of it. Lanka, hitherto was inaccessible, has been laid waste by a mere monkey who has had converse with the daughter of Janaka, Sita, overthrowing the palaces and slaying the foremost of the Titans. He has turned the city upside down. Such is Hanuman's achievement. What should I do now? May prosperity attend you all. What plan do you consider fitting for me to adopt first? Say what you hold to be proper for us to do and which will be to our advantage. The wise affirm that good counsel is the right route of victory. That is why, O brave ones, I desire to consult you concerning Rama. There are three kinds of men in the world: the good, the bad, and the mediocre. I will describe the qualities and defects of them all to you. He who, in his deliberations, consults experienced counselors, his friends with whom he shares common interests, his relatives, and his superiors, and then pursues his design with energy and the help of God, is considered to be the foremost among the men. He who enters into deliberation and pursues his duty by himself single handedly, accomplishing that which should be accomplished, is considered a mediocre man. He who fails to weigh the advantages and disadvantages of a matter and refuses God's aid, merely saying, I shall do it, disregards his duty and is considered the least of men. Ravana is really a highly knowledgeable person who could impart the same knowledge to his subjects. But look at his classification of the men in terms of the way they work and just compare how Ravana himself did the work. Did he consulted anybody before he tried to abject Sita? He just imagined himself that he is trying to take revenge on Rama for his for his achievement of completely smashing the Janasthana and mutilating his sister Shurpanaka, he alone took the decision and went ahead and abjected Sita. Just as there are always those who are superior, those who are mediocre, and those who are inferior among men, so there exist also good, bad, and indifferent counsel. That judgment, which is given after a clear sighted examination of the question and to which, reinforced by scriptural authority, the counselors agree, is considered excellent. Those deliberations where unanimity is finally reached after innumerable discussions are considered mediocre. That means they somehow finally reach because need to please their Lord. So that is considered mediocre. And those in which each person continues to stand by his own opinion and opposes those of others, and where no conclusion can be reached, are considered pernicious. Ravana do not want such a thing to happen. He wanted a decision to come out of this meeting, yet he expected that the decision should be in favor of his thinking and not against his thinking, and that completely destroys the very purpose of a meeting. Therefore, an undertaking that follows on wise deliberation will succeed. You who are all eminently sagacious must decide what should be done, and I will subscribe to it. Rama, surrounded by thousands of heroic monkeys, is advancing on Lanka to exterminate us. Undoubtedly, Raghava will cross the ocean with ease by virtue of his natural powers and be followed by his younger brother and the monkey host. He is able to dry up the sea through his valor, or he may use some other means to bridge the ocean or something. In view of Rama's attack on you with those monkeys, do you devise some plan to protect the city and the army? Thus come to the end chapter 6 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puramasini Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.